YouTubers, gamers, and moviegoers, what's going on, guys? I'm the Messiah, this is Messiah Entertainment, and today we are reviewing Hellfest. Guys, this movie's about a group of friends that decides to go to this traveling carnival called Hellfest. It's sort of like a Six Flags Fright Night sort of thing, where people are dressed up in costumes, and while you're walking around the park, they'll jump out at you, scream at you. There's even a part of the section of the park where they can grab you. Little do they know, however, one of these people in the mask, they ain't an employee. I really like the premise of this movie. If you ever been to like a Six Flags or Universal Studios Halloween Fright Night sort of thing, I think this is just a really cool idea that somebody is chasing you throughout the park, but nobody's listening because they all think that, you know, it's just some guy who's jumping out at you or whatever, or it's just a prank, or it's just a Halloween, it's a part of the park, and that was really cool. When things start happening, they don't even really realize it yet. They start to shrug it off and say, oh, that's just this, oh, that's just that, and it takes them a while to actually realize, oh god, there's a guy who's coming after us, trying to kill us. Now, the characters aren't necessarily the deepest, but you kind of understand that going into this movie, that you're kind of just sitting there waiting for a lot of them to die. It's later in the movie that things start to get kind of weird, and the people start to get kind of dumb. First off, the main characters, after a certain point, they just start doing really dumb things, like going into dark places by themselves for some odd reason. They'll chase after people in masks when you're clearly afraid for your life, but you're chasing after somebody for some reason. You know what I mean? Classic horror movie dumb people things. The way that they try to get away from the killer sometimes just doesn't make any sense. The people around them seem pretty dumb as well. There's a scene where one of the girls gets attacked in the bathroom, and she reports it to security, and instead of security, you know, saying, well, let's call the police, you know, this could have been, you know, a sexual assault or something, or an attempted sexual assault or something like that, they just sort of say, hey, welcome to Hellfest. I don't know, can't do anything. It's like, you're not even gonna call the police, file a report, do anything? Like, really? And then at the ending, things just sort of stop making sense. It's like, why doesn't this person kill that person now instead of just leaving them so that they can come back later and save the day? It's like, that didn't make any sense. At this point, he's killed everybody. But at this last moment, he's just gonna stop and then just only hit you over the head so that you could wake up and save your friend in 10 seconds. I didn't buy that much. There are some gruesome deaths in here, which look pretty cool. Some of the other deaths seem kind of a little bit lackluster in comparison, but overall, none of them were really like on the level of like a Final Destination or some bigger kind of horror franchise. Corny friend montages and dumb horror movie people aside, I still had a lot of fun with this movie. Again, the premise is pretty interesting. It is interesting to watch this group of people navigate through the park, go to different sections, and it kind of get progressively worse as they go on. Sometimes the stupidity of some of the characters and some of the other people around them kind of just breaks you out of the immersion. You're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. That definitely wouldn't happen. But at the end of the day, it was still kind of a fun horror, you know, slasher sort of movie. Not really scary, but pretty enjoyable, especially if you're watching it with like a group of friends. You probably have fun just roasting the movie at certain times. More than it would like scare you or anything. I saw this at Matinee, and I think you guys would enjoy it at that price too. It has its ups, its downs, but at the end of the day, I think it made for a pretty enjoyable experience. I saw this movie at a matinee, and I think you guys should too, but that's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys got your own. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, guys. Please check me out on my other channel, Director JXM. We got cool skits and short films for you guys. That's it for today. I'm the Messiah. This is Messiah Entertainment. I will see you guys next time. Peace.